Yes, it's day 3 at the Goa Film Festival, and you know what? We have had a very eventful day. There's lots been happening, and Bambi and me have been catching up with a whole lot on the red carpet.
Yes, there have been so many delegates, so many guests walking the red carpet, and in all that buzz and frenzy that happened around, we managed to catch up with some of the actors, the lead role players, some of the delegates, and some of the film goers who shared their thoughts about this day. And that's exactly what we're going to take you through the next 15-20 minutes. All the action happening on day 3 at the Goa State Film Festival.
Yes, it's time for the highlights. With me is Jojo D'Souza. He's the director and part writer of the movie Pedru Poder. Hi Jojo and your team. Would you please introduce your team to us?
Hi, I'm Jojo. This is Chris. Chris is John De Silva's son, but then he stands on his own because when I was writing the story, Pedru Poder, my Konkani is not the best in the world. So then Chris sat with me and we co-wrote it together because it all started from knowing somebody who always said that all I want to do is get married to a rich girl and my job is made. And he was a Poder. And it happened, but we then rewrote this story and we called it, first it was called Peter the Baker, and then we decided let's call it Pedru Poder. My studio owner, Mr. Deepak Bandekar, heard Amit's Waking Grand rap somewhere and he said, listen to this guy. I said, yeah, but ours is a different concept. And then we had a concept, we sat with him, and then within a week's time, the rap song was made and it was brilliant. Basically what happens is, it started with the idea of, we had done a Bollywood film in 2018 called Ish Tera, and that did very well, songs by Sonu Nigam, Shreya Ghoshal. So we scaled up our studio to the highest level. We still found that in Goa we are like a fish, in that pond where we feel, okay, everything here is damn good. When I went to Bombay, the word Aukad came. I came to know that, whoa, there's a big technical difference between there. So over the last few years, we started scaling that up. And then during that time, people said, why aren't you doing something for the people of Goa? And that is how the idea of Pedru Poder was born. Chris is a good writer. He's a director. He did Crazy Mogi. And he's like one of what I would call the future of filmmaking today, because sadly what is happening right now, we are all pulling each other down. If you talk to Chris, even during many things, we've always supported each other, encouraged each other, and I said that is how it should be. Coming down to Amit Naik, Waking Grand is fabulous. I mean, that is why for the opening red carpet, we said let's have him, sing the song. He's popular. If Chris wants to say something.
How was it collaborating with Jojo?
It was really, first of all, a fun experience, and I learnt a lot. So, even though he said that his Konkani is not that good, but most of I will say, like 90% of the funniest dialogues, he has himself written the funniest dialogues. I didn't write that well dialogues because, like he said, his sense of humor is really, really good, and he's very good in writing the rhyming dialogues. Like he has rhymed poi with I forgot this. Many rhyming dialogues which like people have enjoyed a lot and they have laughed a lot. And I would also say like the way he managed the shoot, like it was completed within the time he said. Like which even I find difficult to do. Within 12 days. So it was kind of a record to complete the film within 12 days. And also everything was well managed. And the movie has also done well. Like it was one of the biggest hit during that time. But unfortunately, I would say because of the pandemic and the COVID, the halls were shut down. And then later we suffered quite a bit, but still like even now people still ask like when is this movie going to be screened, Pedru Poder. So people have really loved this film. They have loved the comedy, they have loved the story, the script and the acting also, and they have liked this movie.
Amit, can you just sing for us maybe the first para of your rap, because you really don't need tune, you can do it, we can back you up here, but let's hear you sing a bit of the rap. Come on.
It's been almost like how many?
It's been
Okay, I remember the chorus.
Give it a shot. Come on.
अरे बावगे गरम गरम खाओगे पावगे आगे रावगे की मोर्चे तिथं रावगे पेद्रू पोदेराचे पाव तुका जायगे जरा सकाळच्या सतांक तेका रावगे.
We are joined by Joyvin, who has this wonderful film, Voting Number 1, that is featured at this edition. Joyvin, तुगे movie बारा माशे बद्दल माशे थोडे सांग मरे. Tell us about the movie. What inspired you to make this movie?
Actually, this movie करपाक like the initiative goes to my producer. So he came to me and he म्हणपाक लागलो like I romantic movies केले, thriller movies केले, एक comedy कर Joyvin म्हणपाक लागलो, then that's how like story मोती येयली आणि एक्टर्स मतीन गेले सगळें प्रोडक्शन. दिस इज द फर्स्ट मूवी आय थिंक सॉंग्स बीन शूट आउटसायड गोवा केले, मनाली, थायलँड, रशिया. सो द क्रेडीट गोज टू द प्रोड्युसर एक्चुअली फॉर दिस थिंग, आयडिया येयले ते भशेन, एंड देन एवरीथींग वेंट स्मूथली विथ द कास्टिंग एवरीथींग.
How was the response for the movie?
या दिस मूवी ऑलरेडी रिलीज जाल्ले आमगेले शोज जाल्ले, देन इन आयनॉक्सान देखून रिलीज जाल्ले फॉर ऑलमोस्ट लायक 3 weeks. So yeah.
Yes. And any more in the pipeline? Any more movies coming up? I think you have quite a few lined up.
Yes. First of all, for this festival, 2 movies I'm going for putting number 1 and plus 7 days. दोन्ही दुसरी genre, एक romantic comedy, the other one is thriller. So this year 2 movies, maybe next year more than 5 movies because I'm already working on 3 projects now.
Okay, Uday Bab, tu मातशें थोडें सांग न्हू about the movie. How was it for you to, I mean, to produce a movie like this? मातशें जायतें आसता न्हू, कठीणाई बी
ह्या
आसता.
आमच्या फिल्म न्ही जॉयनान म्हाका स्क्रिप्ट दिली आनी ह्या हितून आमी इंटरनॅशनल शूट करुया म्हणून ओन्ली सॉंग्स. आनी सॉंग्स म्हणटकूच हांव मातसो चड लायक भायले लोकेशन बी आमी थायलंड, मलेशिया, दुसरे रशिया आनी मनाली, हिमाचल प्रदेश, इंडियन थंयच आमी शूट केले. आनी ह्या फिल्माक आमी बरे बरे एक्टर घेतले, तुमी ह्या फिल्मान पळयलें आसतलें. आनी दुसरें म्हणजे जॉईन आमचो डायरेक्टर न्ही, तेणें हें फिल्म बऱ्यांतलें बरें जावपाक लागली खूब देसपयचो खर्च केलो दोगांयनी आनी बऱ्यांतलें बरें केलें. हांव सॅटिस्फायड आसा ह्या पिक्चर आनी ह्या फिल्माक आयनॉक्सान बी बरें चल्लें जालें. एक्टर आमचे सगळे गोंयचे नामवंत, सगळे फामाद तियात्रिस्टूय आसा आनी आमचो ब्रिजेश कार्रेकर बी सगळे हांवूय आसा भितर, सगळे आसा भितर.
तुका कितें दिसता आतां, कितें गोंयांत पयलें आतां सिनेमा स्टार्ट जाल्यार 75 years आमी हे फावटी मनयता, पूण तियात्र आनी मुवीज हाचे जायते फरक आसता न्हू.
पळय कितें जालें, पयलीं आमचें फिल्म बिफोर कोरोना बरें चलतालें आनी कितकेशीच मुवी तयार जावन भायर सरतालो आनी ताका रिस्पॉन्स भरपूर आसलें. आफ्टर कोरोना न्ही आमचें फिल्मूय तशेंच आसलें, बिफोर कोरोना रिलीज जावपाचें, मागीर तें कोरोनान उरलें आनी सडनली तें आमचें ब्रेक जालो ते फिल्माक. आनी जे प्रोड्युसर आसा न्ही ते भायर सरोंक ना, कित्याक ते पयशे येना जाले आनी कोरोना जावन मागीर जे मुवी लागले सगळे फ्लॉप, म्हणजे कमी लोक पळोवंक लागले, कित्याक प्रत्येक जाणां भिवूंक लागले आमी थिएटरान आपल्याक कितें जायत पूण. आनी ह्या हितून आमची फिल्म इंडस्ट्री डावन जायत जाल्यार आतां परत आमचो CM प्रमोद सावंत हेणें फिल्म इंडस्ट्री वयर काडपाक खूब वयर काडपाक प्रयत्न केला. आनी फिल्म फेस्टिवल आसा गोंयचे तितूनय तेणें एक अरेंजमेंट परफेक्ट केल्लें आसा आनी आमचे सॅटिस्फायड आसा सगळे प्रोड्युसर. आनी फुडें फिल्मां तयार जातली ही आमकां आशा आसा.
लोक जो पळयता फिल्मां बी तांकां कितें सांगूंक सोदता तुमी?
कित्याक आतां हे आमचे गोवाचे कोंकणी फिल्म आसा न्ही ताका तुमी भरपूर रिस्पॉन्स दिवंक जाय. आनी जर तर तुमी लोकांनी कोंकणी फिल्मांक रिस्पॉन्स दिलो, प्रोड्युसर तयार जातले, फिल्मां तयार जातले, तर हांव मागता आमची मायभास जी कोंकणी आसा ती तुमी फुडें व्हरपाक जाय ताका. आनी हें म्हणजे बेस्ट म्हणजे फिल्म तियात्र आनी कोंकणी फिल्म आसा ती आमी लोकांनी पळोवन आमी फुडें व्हरपाक जाय आमची मायभास. इतकेंच.
देव बरें करूं. राजबाब, तुका कितें म्हणपाचें आसा अबाउट दीस फिल्म एंड इन जनरल?
एक्चुली आमी सेलिब्रेट करता 75 years आनी हे खूब वर्सांनी आमचे गोवा स्टेट फिल्म फेस्टिवल जाता आतां. एक्चुली फिल्म तयार जावपाक कोण तरी फुडें प्रोड्युसर येवपाक जाय. सो आमचे कडेन प्रोड्युसर खूब कमी आहा आनी जे करता तांकां कितें तरी फायनान्शियल एसिस्टंट मेळपाक जाय आनी ताका लागून आमी गव्हर्मेंटान ताका सपोर्ट करपाक जाल्यार मागीर अशी फुडें ही फिल्मां तयार जावन फेस्टिवलां जातली. आतां जॉयबीन बाब जसो वन आर्मी असो वन मॅन इंडस्ट्री म्हणपाक जाता, कारण तो एकटोच असो आहा की सातत्यान फिल्मां करीत आसता कंटिन्यू आनी जे गोंयचे कोण बरे बरे आर्टिस्ट आसा तांकां घेवन तो करता, तांकां संदी दिता. लास्ट टायम म्हाका एज अ डायरेक्टर म्हणून एक फिल्म दिल्लें. सो जो पर्यंत प्रोड्युसर म्हणून फुडें येना तो पर्यंत इंडस्ट्री फुडें येवपाक मातशें डिफिकल्ट. सो जाता तितले बरे फिल्म मेकर येवचे आनी प्रोड्यूस करची फिल्मां आनी गोंयच्या आर्टिस्टांक संदी दिवची अशें म्हाका दिसता. जाल्यारूच अशें फिल्म फेस्टिवलां जातली.
Joyvin, Sabashki Tuka, congratulations once again, and we are looking forward to many more productions from you. Before you go, anything else you'd like to share with us?
Same thing what he said, I'll just continue. See, like तेन्ना सांगले भशेन प्रोड्युसर मेळटले, डिरेक्टर मेळटले, एक्टर मेळटले, बट लोक ना जाल्यार ती फिल्म कोणाक फायदा. फेस्टिवल देखून केलें जाल्यार लोकांनी येवपाक जाय आनी मोग दिवपाचो. जे भशेन तियात्रा कल्चर वयर सरला ते भशेन आमगेले फिल्म मातशें वयर सरपाचें तें लोकांक कळ्ळा. मुखान तुका कांय ना, लायक सो लोकांनी लायक काडचें मुखार.
All right. Thank you very much, Joyvin, for giving us such wonderful productions. Now we hope that our viewers who are watching this right now on DD Goa will make sure that you watch this film, support the artists, support the producers, the directors, the ones who are producing such wonderful cinema, and keep the legacy of Konkani going. Ani tumka soglyank anek party bore magta shabaski tumka dio bore karo on behalf of DD Goa. Thank you.
With me is the veteran producer, director, filmmaker, and what have we? We have none other than Rajendra Talak with us. Sir. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
So you're a producer for this film, Miranda House. Could you tell us a little bit about the movie?
See, I've produced, directed, story, screenplay, all are done by me. The film is, I always worked on various style of filmmaking. I love experimenting cinema. Cinema is entertaining, but really the person who makes that film, when you are a director and a producer, the challenges are before you to change the style of cinema various ways. So this is the germ of is very small. Three people are trying to take advantage of each other for one purpose. So everybody is lying to other. The story is this, but that's all. But it takes up to a very, in a very serious cinema, it goes toward that. People are really stuck to that. Though there are hardly any dialogue and hardly any characters, but the end is really surprising, which I don't want to. Everybody has to watch. It is available also on Marathi, Zee Marathi, because it is done in bilingual, Konkani and Marathi.
What's your message to all of the upcoming, editors and filmmakers in Goa? Because we have a wonderful talent in Goa, but probably we don't have enough of platforms or opportunities.
See, there are platforms. I don't think there are. But we must be very dedicated to that profession. See, first of all, you should decide, is this my career or I'm doing as a hobby? So then if you are doing as a hobby, then there is no problem. If you are doing as a career, go to Mumbai, study. Okay. Make your cinema, you realize what you are. When you go in a place like Maharashtra, which is a Bollywood, totally. See, now my name film, editor is from Goa, cinematographer is Goa. So that is the thing what has to change.
We have an entry that is totally based about sports and more about sports. It's based on football. It's one of the first films, I think, or based on football. Jitu, good to have you here with DD. Ani ami poile meotale ani finally we are here. Tell us about the movie. Ani you are the creative producer. So tell us about it.
Basically, I am a creative director of the film. The film has been produced by Prasad Creation आणि ए दुर्गा प्रसाद एंड आमचो द टिंकी जॉर्ज तांणी डिरेक्शन केलां. दे आर डेब्युटंट डिरेक्टर्स आणि आय वॉज अ क्रिएटीव डिरेक्टर. हें फिल्म पयल्या गोंयचें स्पोर्ट्स फिल्म आनी गोंयचे लोक सामके फुटबॉलाक क्रेजी, हें तुमकां खबर आसा. सो ऑन दॅट बेजीस हें पिक्चराचो जो बेज आसा, म्हणजे हेका थोडोसो आमी हें दिला, फिक्शनल पार्ट दिला, पूण बेज जो पिक्चराचो हो आसा की 1984 हांगा गोवा संतोश ट्रॉफी जिखिल्लें कोलकाता वचून. सो त्या जिखता आसतना जी टीम गेल्ली गोंयच्यान, तेंचें कितें कितें जालां आसतलें सगळ्या प्रोसेसा भितर. म्हणजे एक ट्रॉफी जिखून गोंयांक हाडपाचें पयलीं जें कितें घडलें आनी बेंगालाक वचून ती ट्रॉफी हाडली गोंयांत, तो मेरेन जो प्रोसेस आसा तो थोडोसो फिक्शनल, थोडेशें, कारण फिल्म म्हटलें म्हणजे तुका डायरेक्टली सगळ्योच कितें गजाली दाखोवपाक मेळना, थोडोसो ड्रामा हाडपाक पडटा. देन ओनली, अदरवायज इट वील बी अ डॉक्युमेंटरी. सो तातूंत भितर सगळो माल मसाला घालून दिस इज अ प्युअर एंटरटेनर. आनी फुटबॉल लवर्सां खातीर तर इट इज अ ट्रीट. एंड वी हॅव ट्रायड अवर लेवल बेस्ट टू मेक इट लायक अ इंटरनॅशनल फिल्म.
Rajesh, म्हाका दिसता you were in sports even in school and college, I think. So it was to play this role म्हाका तुका सारको easy आसलो आसतलो.
Yeah, I think of course emotions were different, but that the coachaचे जे हें आसता inspiration, then because I played cricket, but incidentally वो जो कोच करता हांव, okay, the person ताका हांवें पळयलां when I was playing cricket in Gymkhanacher, Panje. So he was for Salgaonkar team. He was coaching Salgaonkar team, and they used to come down, they used to get down the bus and all. And he was tall, lanky, with full. He was an ex police officer from Karnataka, and he was with a lot of discipline. So खबर आशिल्लें one thing was good that at least inspiration, yeah, it needs to be. Of course, I spoke to a lot of actual players that time. Brahmanan helped us to get the information. And तातूंतल्यान एक character build up करपा जाता. And of course, as per the script, then you start developing and putting other things, puzzle in a right places. And it was very enjoyable process with good story and daring with Durga Prasad creating this, and lot of big technical guys. Hari Nair on camera, Vishwadip Chatterjee, again a big sound designer like Bajiram Mastani, Uri, 3 Idiot, Tajasa. And आमचो गोंयचो Ronnie Monserrat ताणें music दिला. Very good technical side also, and great actors. That's why the team has, the film has really picked up well.
Thank you very much, Jitu, the team, entire team. आणि सगळ्यांक तुमकां शाबासकी आनेक पावटी. Thank you for joining us on DD Goa.
With me is the lead actor of the movie Costa, the Confusão, Rajdeep. Rajdeep, hi and welcome to DD Goa. Could you tell us a little bit, before of course we get on with anything else, I'd love for you to introduce your cast and crew to us, please.
Yes, माझ्या सायडीक आसा ते फिल्माचे प्रोड्युसर आनी ताजी स्टोरी सुचिता नार्वेकर. सायडीक आसा तो चैतन्य नायक, जो चायल्ड आर्टिस्ट आशिल्लो. आतां व्हडलो जालो तो, कारण 2017 फिल्म केल्लें तेन्ना तो दुसरेक आशिल्लो सेकेंडाक. आतां तो 10थाक पावलो. आनी साईश सर आसा, ताणें डायलॉग्स बरयल्या आनी लिरिक्स ताजे आसा.
Okay, so could you first tell us a little bit about the film?
फिल्मा बद्दल सांगपाचें जाल्यार एक्चुली ही फिल्म 2 भुरग्यांची स्टोरी आसा. म्हणजे 2 भुरगीं 5 वर्साचेर एक मॅसेज येता आनी त्या मॅसेजींतल्यान सगळें कितें हालता. सो कितें मॅसेज आनी कितें हालता तें पळोवपा खातीर खरें म्हणल्यार फिल्म पळोवपाचें. सो हांव इतलेंच सांगता. फिल्म आमी 2018 एक्चुली रिलीज जाल्लो हो फिल्म. ह्या फिल्माक गोंया भायर आनी इंडियेच्या भायर सुद्दां लोकांनी बरीच तुस्त केल्ली आसा. आनी आतां वाट पळयता आमी ह्या फिल्म फेस्टिवलाची.
Okay, we are very excited to watch the film too. I'm given to understand that the lead characters of this film are the 2 6-year-old boys. So how easy was it for you to be acting in a film with veteran actors?
I was given instructions and all, so it was like very easy. Rajdeep sir made it very easy for me. There were people actually taking care.
तुका याद आसा अजुनी?
Ankit sir, Ankit Kenny sir. He used to tell me the dialogues. He used to read me the script. It was easy.
Sir, what about you? How was it for you to write the dialogues for this particular film?
First of all, I should appreciate Suchita Bai, because the theme was so beautiful. The storyline was so beautiful. It was a fun, me and Swapnil working for a screenplay on that. And then comes the dialogues. And Rajdeep is the delivery. Whenever I see people clapping Rajdeep, I feel nice that I get the applause from Rajdeep. And I'm very lucky this year. My 6 cinemas I'm involved are there. Today itself, there are 4 cinemas in a line.
Lovely.
Yeah, some I've written lyrics, some I've written dialogues, some I'm acting. So this is the film festival is a full-fledged Shravan for me.
It's my privilege today to talk to Dr. Prakash Paranka, who's Associate Professor, Discipline of Konkani, Goa University. His movie Kajro, which has been screened today, is based on a story that he wrote, and it's an award-winning film. I'm going to talk about this film and why he writes. Welcome, Dr. Paranka.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
My first question to you is, you've written 13 stories in this book, and the lead story is the one that we saw today. What inspired you to write this story?
Actually, writing a short story is my passion. The one reason is because I am from Sattari, there's a remote area from Goa, and because I want to be a voice of the locals who actually they have been discriminated, or they are not actually in a what you can say, then they are not from high caste people. because if you see that in our Sattari or other part of the state also, we have social system or social structure, you can say, because we have gaonkars who are the villagers, and we are the Rahit. Rahit means the people who are not who are there in the village, but they have come after the gaonkars, and the community like Harijan Samaj, they always they are not in the mainstream, but their houses are in outskirts. So from I have learned that there is a discrimination at the class level. Gaonkas they dominate, and they give the not very bad treatment. They give the secondary treatment to this community.
Dr. Paranka, it was a pleasure meeting you and talking to you about your book. All the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Well, over the years, there have been many Konkani cinemas that have featured many actors from Goa. But I have with me somebody who has a different knack of putting actors from different parts of India into acting and making a Konkani film. Here I am joined with the writer and producer of this very movie, #Mog, Nlesh who came up with this unique idea of, I think Nlesh, you have to tell us about your movie, you know.
Basically, only the main lead, like in Solkari I had Jackie Shroff, Sima Biswas, in Kantara I had Jackie Shroff, and this film I have Bharat Nivas, who is the Tamil star basically. So taking him into the film was a reason, so that my Konkani goes till the southern part. The rest of the actors, if you see in my film, my singers, they are all Goan. My singers are like Rajesh Madgavkar, Sonia Shirsat, Lakshman Naik. My lyrics writer is Mr. Tomasino Cardozo, who is a big Dalgado Konkani award winner. And the actors like Libby Mendoza, Antoinette D'Souza, John Aguar, Salim Naik, Manoj Joshi, and all Goan actors. So the most of the thing is that I just try to always take maybe a main lead. So what happens, see, because filmmaking is again a business. It's not only creativity. It comes up to me because we have to sell this film to people, because somebody is going to come to the theatre to buy a ticket of 200. What is the reason for them to go and buy a ticket? And if I want to make it national, and I want to see that all other pan-India the film goes, then you have to play this kind of a thing. So, and ultimately the love of Konkani, it really makes me, it spreads around. Like even Solkari is today well known in my Bollywood areas. We have showcased it in so many places, theatrical and all other places. Now for this film also we are waiting, this film will be released in all other languages like Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, apart from Konkani. Konkani is the major language, but the other languages will be dubbed. So again I'll get a theatre space over there, and automatically it will be sad. It's most of the films nowadays are becoming pan-India. So even Konkani I feel should become a pan-India film.
How is it working with Goan actors, musicians? There's lots of talent, and it's nice to have guys like you who are like really putting them together.
Yeah, that is the reason actually. Goa is completely full of, all this cultural gift from God, I think. So like there are singers here, there are actors here, there are writers, authors, everything. So what happens is I actually enjoy always coming down here and taking these actors and making a film with them. Apart from that, when I make some Bombay films or maybe ads and all, I always see to it that I cast them. I make some of the singers to sing the jingles for me over there. So that way that tie-up is always there. So like half my leg is here, half my leg is there. And the reason for me going around in the state awards in Goa, for the EFI, the whole atmosphere, the vibe and the placement, it really gives a space to showcase what thoughts you have, what kind of film you can make. And mostly I think I try to make films which can be sold on the box office. Now it depends upon the producers, how they are going to line up it to the theatres and see for the recoveries and all. But I always before making a film, I see to a chart that the film has to go these places.
What's been the response from the audience? I mean, you have a lot of Goans who are in the films as well. The response that you get?
The response I got very nice for this film, because this film is a woman-oriented centric film. It's not just a love story, but it revolves around a very small disability which I cannot tell you right now because the suspense will go off. So in the interval, people come to know, oh, this heroine is suffering from this disability. So that's a little charm. The female audiences, they actually enjoyed the film. Last time when I was showcasing it for IFI, they were like saying that this is a very different kind of a subject. We have never thought of this kind of a subject.
Any more out of the box productions coming from you?
Yeah, I'll be soon going on floor with a major Hindi action film with Bollywood actors, and I'm going to cast my regular actors also from here, my singers. That is always fixed. I always do that.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So there you are, somebody who's so very passionate about promoting Goan theatre artists and music personalities into his productions. Thank you very much for joining us on DD Goa. Thank you so much.
All right, so this time I've got a very, very popular face. It's none other than Jeetu. He's made several films in Konkani as well as Marathi, I guess. So, Jeetu, why don't you first at the start of it tell us a little bit about the Costa House as well as introduce your crew and team to us, please.
बेसिकली मुझे ह्या सायडीन आसा आमचो पिक्चराचो एंटागोनिस्ट रोहित काणेकार. मुझे ह्या सायडीन आसा जॉन आगियार बाब, तांणी लिरिक्स केल्या, आणि म्हजो वांगडी एडिटर रामप्रसाद आडपयकर.
हाय, ओके. सो पिक्चरा बद्दल आमकां मातशी म्हायती दिता.
शर्वाणी प्रोडक्शन्स हें जें आसा, जें डॉक्टर प्रमोद साळगांवकराचें आसा, तांणी हो पिक्चर प्रोड्यूस केला, आनी 2019 आमी हो पिक्चर स्टार्ट केलो. स्टार्ट जातरीन विथीन 3 months कोवीड स्टार्ट जालें. आमकां खूब प्रॉब्लेम आशिल्ले, बट स्टील वी मॅनेज टू डू इट, कारण ही टीम जी आसा हे हांगा आसात आनी ऑलमोस्ट आनीक 15-16 जाण आसात. वी स्टूड आनी आमच्या फाटल्यान मॅडम सामकी घट उबी रावली की कितें जावं हो पिक्चर करात म्हणून. भरपूर ब्रेक घेवन मदीं मदीं आमकां तें करचें पडलें, बट वी फिनिश्ड इट. खूब त्रास पडलो, पूण एंड ऑफ द डे एंड प्रोडक्ट वॉज गूड. इफीक प्रिमियर जालो हो 2021. रेड कार्पेट आमचे टिमीक बसपाक मेळ्ळें. दॅट वॉज अ व्हेरी आयडियल, म्हणजे सगळ्यांक एक प्रावड मोमेंट, कित्याक सगळ्यांक आवडटा की रेड कार्पेट चलपाक जाय म्हणून. तें मेळ्ळें आमकां. आनी ताजे उपरांत आतां आज आमची टीम जी ह्या परिस्थितींत आसा की गोवा स्टेट फिल्म फेस्टिवल 6 वर्सांनी जाता, आनी परत आमकां एक फावटी सगळ्या आमच्या टिमीक हांगा पार्टिसिपेट जावपाक मेळ्ळें. पयल्या दिसा शो जालो, पूर्ण हावसफूल आशिल्लो. दॅट वॉज द बेस्ट मुवमेंट, कित्याक गोवा स्टेट फिल्म फेस्टिवलाचेर डे 1 आमी हें जाल्लो, स्क्रिनींग जालें, आनी आमकां एक डावट आशिल्लो की कितलो येतलो, 70-80 कितें जातलें कोणाक खबर ना. बट बाय द देवाचे कृपेन आमकां सामकें फूल हावस मेळ्ळें, आनी लोकांचो रिस्पॉन्स दुसरे दिसा SMS वॉट्सॅपाचेर बी आयलो. तो आयकून अशें दिसलें की इतल्या वर्सांनी सुद्दां 3 वर्सांनी पिक्चर दाखोवन लोक आजून म्हणटात की पिक्चर बरो आसा, आनी आमकां
Excellent, excellent. हे पिक्चर आसा मातशें थ्रिलर. So could you tell us a sneak peek? I know everybody would want to see it. You would want everybody to see it. But if you can give us a small sneak peek into the story.
There is a story of 3 prisoners जे जेल ब्रेक करून एका पोलीस स्टेशनांतल्यान पळून वतात, आनी राजदीप नायक इज द पोलीस इन्स्पेक्टर. तो तांचो मागीर हें करपाक लागता, तपास करपाक लागता, तेंच्या फाटल्यान लागता, आनी मागीर ते पॉयंट्स डॉट्स एक एकठांय करीत वतात, आनी मागीर तांकां लास्टाक कळटा. सो इट्स अ बेजिकली हार्डकोर क्रायम थ्रिलर. लोकांनी एन्जॉय, 2 वरां सामको एन्जॉय करपाचो आनी सोंपोवपाचो. तकले चड ताण घेवपाचो ना, बट पीपल कॅन एन्जॉय.
You have written this movie and directed it as well. So what inspires you to write stories like this? Number 1 question. And number 2 is, what were the challenges that you faced? I know it was COVID time. The challenges कितें आशिल्ले other than just the COVID seeping in at the moment of making of the film?
कोविडांत एक प्रॉब्लेम आशिल्लो की देट वॉज अ अनसर्टिनिटी. आमकां कोणाकच खबर नाशिल्लें. राम एडिट करतालो, रोहित आसतालो, आमी बाकीचे आसताले, एक 7-8 जाण आमची टीम आसताली, सदां बसताले. बट आमी एडिट करता सगळें बरोबर आसा, पूण तें बाबा पिक्चर रिलीज जातलें, परत भायर सरतलें, कारण एंटरटेनमेंट कम्स लास्ट. पयली लायफ इम्पॉर्टंट त्या वेळार. ते पिक्चर बी खंयची कोण घेवन बसता. पूण आमची टीम आनी प्रोड्युसर दोगूय जाण सामके घट रावले की ना, आमकां कंप्लीट करपाकूच जाय, आनी पॉझिटिव्ह मायंडसेटान की हें पिक्चर आमी भायर काडटले, आनी 21 आमी तें भायरूय काडलें आनी इफीकूय दाखयलें.
पण तुमचें इन्स्पिरेशन कितें आशिल्लें?
इन्स्पायर करपा खातीर ह्या टिमीचो सगळो पॉझिटिव्ह एटिट्यूड. आनी प्रमोद मॅडम स्टोरीचो म्हणजे हांवें ती 10 वर्सां फाटीं बरयल्ली स्टोरी. ती हिंदीन बरयल्ली, हिंदी पिक्चरा खातीर बरयल्ली. पूण मागीर म्हजो जो कलीग आसा, म्हणजे जेणें सिनेमाचो कॅमेरा केला, पॅटसन बार्बोसा, तेणें हांवें तें डिस्कस केलें की हें कोंकणीन काडुया म्हणून. मागीर गोंयचो फ्लेवर घातलो आनी वी टर्न्ड इट इंटू अ कोंकणी सिनेमा. आनी आज हो लोकां मुखार आयिल्लो आसा.
To the protagonist, how was it working with a director like him?
Actually, as a director, त्याच्या बरोबर माझे फर्स्ट फिल्म. बिफोर दॅट आय हॅव असिस्टेड हिम फॉर मेनी फिल्म्स एज अ असिस्टंट डायरेक्टर. बट अगेन जो कॅरेक्टर म्हाका सरान दिलो, दॅट वॉज अगेन अ नेगेटीव शेड. वन ऑफ द क्रिमिनल इज मी. आनी तो पोर्ट्रे करपाक वॉट कायंड ऑफ कॅरेक्टरायजेशन आय हॅड टू गेट इन टू. मागीर ताजेर कितली एग्रेशन जाय, कितली सायकोनेस जाय, हेजेर आमचे वर्कशॉप्स जाले. तो कॅरेक्टर प्रत्येकाचो, नॉट जस्ट मायंड, बट ईच एंड एवरी हे सर्गन बसतालो, प्रत्येकाचे कॅरेक्टरायजेशनाचें काम जातालें. की हांगा एक सीन जर आसा जाल्यार त्या सिना भितर तुवें कितलें काम करपाक जाय, तुवें कितलो सपोर्ट करपाक जाय, दॅट एक्शन रिएक्शन जी आसा ताजेर वर्कशॉप जाताले. एंड दीस इज हाव वी ऑल एज अ टीम वर्क हो हे मुखार घेवन गेलो, वीच सर गायडेड. एंड फायनली तो आउटपूट लोकां मुखार आसा एंड पीपल आर लायकींग इट. प्रत्येक जाण जो पिक्चर पळयता कम्स टू अस एंड सेज की लायक दीस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फिल्म दॅट वी हॅव रिटर्न, वी हॅव सीन. आनी दे वॉन्ट टू एक्सपिरियन्स सच कायंड ऑफ थ्रिलर मोर एंड मोर. ते सांगता अशी पिक्चर आनी पळोवपाक आमकां आवडटली म्हणून. सो दीस इज लायक वन ऑफ द लायक ब्लेसिंग्स वॉट वी गेट फ्रॉम द ऑडियन्स.
The Goa State Film Festival is open to delegates, to film lovers, and now I am joined by Julia, who has been enjoying the films here. Julia, thank you for joining us on DD Goa. You were here yesterday also. I saw you today as well.
Yes, I did.
Tell us about some of the movies that you watched yesterday and today, and which were some of your favorite ones that you liked?
Yesterday I watched two movies, and today I watched Voting Number One, which was an excellent movie. Excellent. All the sceneries and all the actors and everything was too good. Yesterday I watched Gang. It was a good movie. And but I feel very sad to see very less audience for the movies. I don't know how that could be covered.
Okay.
Yes.
Normally, where do you get your dose of Konkani cinema? Because not very often you get a chance to watch so many together, but apart from this.
I am a big fan of all the films for the film festival, and every year I get an opportunity to see the films, Konkani films too. So I enjoy those movies.
And before Konkani cinema was popular, like, in the yesteryears, I'm sure you must be going for theatre as well.
Yes, of course I do go for theatre.
Okay.
That is one pleasure we get by seeing all what is happening in yesteryears too.
All right.
Yeah.
Any of your favorite Konkani theatres that you have watched over the years? Or maybe the director, your favorite directors?
I watched the other day a movie, Smile Please. Not sorry, movie, it was a theatre, Smile Please.
Okay.
Very nice, Anita's.
Okay.
It was a good theatre.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. So that's, of course, Julia, who is an avid Konkani movie buff, and she loves her theatre as well. And that's exactly what this is all about. The Goa State Film Festival that has brought together film enthusiasts, producers, actors of the Konkani fraternity here from Goa to showcase their talent. So for DD Goa, this is Bambino Dias.
So which one have you watched up till now?
Up till now, the best film I have watched till now is Kajro by Rajesh Pednekar and Gayatri Pednekar. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in Konkani till date. So I was really so impressed with the production value, with the technical aspects of the film. And I really have no words to explain how happy I am to see Goan cinema going to such heights.
You yourself write scripts for cinema, isn't it? So what is it that draws you? You're a doctor, you have left treating patients and you have come in here to watch films. So what is it, that passion that gets you to the films and Goan cinema in particular?
Actually, I always had a passion for writing. So based on some true stories of my 40 years of practice, I have been writing short stories, documentaries, etc. And I have got my own production house. So I make a lot of short films. Now I am also due for making 2 films, feature films, in Konkani, also in Marathi and in Hindi.
And with that, we wrap up our coverage of day 3 of the Goa State Film Festival. There has been lots that happened today, and you got to stay tuned for tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow is the last day, the grand finale of the Goa State Film Festival. Don't forget to be here because it's open to all. And if you do forget, then we'll be covering it for you right here on DD Goa.
Yes, till then, it's me, Bambino,
And me, Shubi,
saying
bye.